What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the podcast. Today, I wanted to talk about something really simple that I get a question all the time is how can you really achieve your dreams? And I get this question a lot. I know that a lot of people have an idea of what they want to do. And today, hopefully, I want to just talk to you and help you get your mindset on how you can really achieve your dreams. So a lot of times I'm going to use a couple examples, but it all starts from the foundation, right? We want to skyrocket to the top, but we neglect the foundation. So we have to get the foundation layer set. So what are some of the things that I always encourage you to do? Number one, you want to be successful. You have to be self-confident. You have to have a plan, and you have to have consistency. Those are the three things that everybody needs in order to be successful in whatever they do. So when we talk about the foundation today, I think that it's very interesting that, especially when we see algorithms like TikTok or Instagram, that they reward people tend to blow up overnight. And it gives a negative connotation to what success actually is. Because most of these people that you see blow up overnight, pick somebody that you saw that blew up overnight, or they got a lot of followers, and check on them right now. Somebody that you thought 6 months ago. Most likely they're not still there. Most likely their views tanked. And that shows a glaring example of what's going on in society. We are rewarding short form content at a massive rate. You put out daily, then the algorithm rewards you. So now you're hyped, you got to keep posting daily. And then quickly, because you did not build up your foundation, you quickly fall off and your views aren't the same. So this stuff isn't born overnight. Your foundation layer isn't born through paying for ads, the TikTok algorithm. It's all about you and how you build up slowly your fan base, your audience, your customers. It happens day by day. It doesn't necessarily happen, at a snap of a finger. So we have to change our mindset that we don't want to blow up overnight. You don't want to blow up overnight. Want to know why? Because it's too much pressure. You want, for example, I've seen people with 300, 200, 100 followers. You want 1,000, 1 million followers, but you can't even manage to get 100 people to engage on your content. And it's true. You got 100 followers. How many followers do you have? Are they engaged with your content? If they're not, what's the point of having 100,000 if you can't even garner 20 comments, 10 comments, 1 comment? What's the point? How do you build up a fan base? Well, that starts day by day. That starts by putting in the work. You're just planting seeds day by day. A tree don't grow overnight. And it's true. If you look at it, a tree doesn't grow overnight and shoots up. It's tall, it's strong. No, that's what a weed does. And you can easily just pluck out the weed. But a tree, you have to do a lot more in order to knock it down. And you've seen people with strong fan bases. Maybe Twitter tries to cancel them, and their strong fan base comes in, just like that tree, and it saves them. So you want to be successful. I know you want to be successful. You got to take that mentality of the weed versus the tree. Because if you do that, you're now going to start to see that, number one, you enjoy going day by day. You're going into the comments, you're going, replying, you're building up relationships. And then when it comes time when you have something to offer, right? Because that's a lot of times you're trying to make money, you're trying to monetize. If you don't know me, and if I spammed a link in your DM section right now and just said, go buy my t-shirt, go buy my merch, you would probably leave me on scene, wouldn't you? So why do you think somebody else would do the same thing to you? Why do you think they would buy your stuff if you're just going to send them a DM? It doesn't make sense. And also, we have the DM strategy. We have commenting. There's so many things. I'm going to use Instagram. I don't really know TikTok, but you have so many things. You can apply this to YouTube too. You got to connect with people. And I've seen this happen a lot. Don't be one of those people who leaves a fire emoji under somebody's comment section, and now you think that they're connecting with you, because that's not true. How are you supposed to connect with somebody through emojis? Answer the question. You leave 3 fire emojis. What am I supposed to, how am I supposed to, I'm not getting anything from that. That's like when you get a text and somebody says K, that's it, the conversation dies. What you need to do is connect with people on a higher level. Most people, they show you tips and tricks on how to grow, but they leave that out. Want to know why? Because that's the hardest thing. They say hashtags, do this, do that, but you're not working on your foundation. Your foundation is your fan base. All that other stuff on top is just fluff. Your foundation is your fan base. That's it. We're looking at a statue. We have a statue built up. It's foundation, talent, maybe, then you get sales, then you get recognition, then you make it to the top. Don't be fooled. The short form content is good by getting views and clicks, but it doesn't get you anything else. 95% of you want to make it to the top, but you don't want to put in the work. So it's easy for the 5% who actually make content. They know what they're doing. They make it to the top because there's a lot more room. There's a lot more room for the people who want to work hard. Don't be fooled. I want you to really think about this. At about 95% of the community, any community that want to be successful, they're there, they're sitting there. They might be working hard. They might be, trying a little bit of this. Then you have the bottom 2 who just give up and they just complain about it. But that 5%, that 10% that actually work for it, there's so much room for them. There's so much room for them because they're the ones doing the work every day. And water bottle just dropped, but that's what they're doing. They're there every day. So it rewards them. There's so much room at the top. Don't make it seem like there's no room. There's room for you. You just have to be that 5%, that 10%. Don't get caught up at the bottom. Don't get caught up with the 95%. Saying, oh, I'm not growing because of this, to try out this trick. It's so simple. Just grow your fan base. That's it. That's it. Social media is easy. You just overcomplicate it. You think that a number is going to carry you to success. It's not. It's the people. And you got to care about the people first, because these people do need you. These people need your voice. And it's very, very important that you share your voice. Don't just come up and either share negativity or you just don't do anything. You gotta post. You gotta show your face. Everybody struggles with something about their face, something about their image, something about how they look. But just look around the celebrities, especially nowadays. Most of them ain't models. Look at most of the people. Which is once they become successful, you now think that they're attractive because of what they have. They're still the same person. If you walked across Lil Uzi in the street, you wouldn't think any different. But since he has that status, now you look at him as a celebrity. And it's true. So you want to get that fan base. You want to become successful. And social media aside, if I can give some tips on how to be successful just in life, consistency always matters. There is you breed a special product when you do it every day. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. You don't got to do, trust me, you don't got to do it 8 hours, 10 hours. You don't have to do that every day. It'll accelerate the process, but most people don't have the time. I don't even have the time. So what you got to do, you work for 8 hours, you sleep for 8 hours. Most people, okay, you commute. Let's say you have 6 hours. Let's say you have 6 hours out of the day. Pick one of those hours, dedicate it to your craft. And I'm telling you, you're going to be successful. It takes an hour a day. Don't be fooled. All you need is just an hour out of the day. Sit down, turn your phone off, and just lock in whatever you want. It's not going to happen today. It's not going to happen tomorrow. It's not going to happen in, maybe a month from now, 2 months from now, 3 months from now, but someday something will click. All of those things will come together. All those things, all those tips, all those, times you got it wrong. It'll come together And now you have something special. Now there's something that you can give to the world. So it's really simple. You got just 1 hour, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Just look at it. You want to get better at drawing? Just look at a tutorial. Just look at an image. You ain't got to throw yourself in the fire. You don't have to do all these things, all these tips, all these tricks, all these, motivational videos on how to be successful. Even this, all it comes down is you just got to do it. There's nothing, that I can't push you to be successful. I can't. I can show you, as I said before in the last one, I can show you all the tips. I can show you all the techniques, how to be a better producer, how to make a podcast. But the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing is because I'm just doing it. It sounds, I know I fumble over my words, but you just got to do it. That's it. So you have to just turn off. You don't need motivation. You don't. You're all the motivation you need, right? Because look back at the last podcast, I talked about it. Once you build yourself up, you're your own motivator. There are things you want to be successful. I'll give you another illustration, another tip. I learned this from a book that I read. I forgot what book it was, but you want to look for motivation, but we need to look within ourselves for the motivation, right? Everything that I'm trying to teach you is that you have to look internally in order to be successful. You have things, you have scars, you have problems, you have things that somebody might have told you you're never going to be successful. Somebody might have left you, somebody might have told you couldn't do it. When you need motivation, go into that mindset. Remember how it felt when somebody told you can't do something. Use that as fuel, because you're all you need. You don't need a motivational video. You don't need me. You don't need anybody else. I'm telling you, you can do it by yourself. You don't need anybody. You don't need anybody, because I'm living proof of that. Nobody taught me how to. Nobody was with me, motivating me day in and day out. I'm motivating myself, and I want you to get to that point. No one's going to tell you to get up out of bed early. No one's going to hold your hand and tell you, hey, go do this. You got to do it yourself. Watching those motivational videos, that's like a crutch. You're walking around with a crutch. I'm depending on this in order to get me going. You don't want to be that person. You don't. You don't want to be that person who's dependent on, let's say, somebody to wake you up and tell you, hey, let's go running. You don't want to be dependent on somebody to say, hey, let's go to the gym. No, you go to the gym. If they don't want to go, that's on them. But you got to build yourself up first. And I'm telling you that you can do it. You can do it. I am no different than you. Michael Jordan is no different from you. Anybody that you look up to, they're no different than you. They just have the confidence to do it. Remember, be that 5%, be that 10% who's there every single day. The world rewards consistency. And especially if you can bring something to the table that's positive. You want to be successful, especially on social media or even in life. Work on a craft, get good at something. Turn the world off and tell yourself you can do it, because you can. If I gotta tell you this every single time I turn on the mic, that you can do whatever you can. You're special. You have a gift. Don't think that you don't have a gift. You just haven't found it yet. And I can tell you how to find your gift. What do you think I'm gonna say? You gotta go internally. I can talk about it on another podcast, but you have a gift. You have a gift that nobody else has. You have to tap into it. Want to know why? Because nobody's you. We want to look at success and we want to imitate, all these celebrities, but you're not them. You want to be a rapper? Let me go look up a somebody type beat. Let me try to imitate their flow. You can't, because you're an imitation. The reason why that person came up is because they were an innovator in their space. You're just a copy. You're just a photocopy of them. You think you're going to be successful being a copy? It's happened before, but it's very unlikely. You can't walk around being a copy of somebody. That's why you got to turn off your phone. You're now becoming copies of these people that don't even care about you. And they're not going to teach you how to be successful. They're not giving you the gems on how to actually do it. Want to know why? Because they don't even have it. Most celebrities, they're broken internally. The strongest ones you see are the ones who worked on their foundation. And that's it. You look at anybody who's confident, anybody who you think has confidence, most of the times they're at peace with themselves. Find peace with yourself, then you can be successful. I'm not even going to teach you anything else. You got to be consistent. You got to work on yourself and be consistent with your craft. 10 minutes a day, 12 minutes a day. Look up the same. You want to get better at basketball, look up dribbling drills. Just do that for 10 minutes a day. 10 minutes, that's all I ask. 10 minutes a day. Turn this podcast off right now. If you feel motivated, just go do it. I'll always be here. That's it. Got to work on that foundation. I'm here to tell you that you can do it. You need advice, you can always DM me. You can always text me. We can kick it. We can talk about it. Anything that you want to do. The internet is right here. You got your phone. It's right here. You can look up anything. Yet you continue to just look up nothing. Your success is waiting for you. Your fan base is waiting for you. They're waiting for you. Just think about it. Your fan base is waiting for you. You have a voice. You have talent. You have everything but the foundation to get you to that top point. That's it. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to think about it. You look at a crowd of people. Let's just imagine 1,000 people. They're all cheering for you. They're all waiting for you. But you ain't even come to stage yet because you ain't got nothing. You have nothing to bring to the table. But you got to find that. It's right there. It's right there in your soul. It's telling you, hey, I want to do this. But you didn't even think about going internally. You're looking at surface level stuff. Nah, what you got right here, that's the stuff right in your heart. That's the thing that's going to make the world fall in love with you. Not what you can do on the surface. It's not. Focus internally. Build up your fan base. Build up your community. Give something back to the world. And I'm telling you, you're going to be able to do it. Again, this is Steven Figueroa. This is your big brother, your cousin, your nephew, whoever you want to call me. I'm always here to support you. That's the only goal of this podcast. This is self-development, but you got to knock down the walls and just understand about success pairs with confidence. But underneath that foundation is knowing yourself. You can't know yourself if you don't even try. You don't. I got a podcast about it. Maybe it was last week on how to truly know yourself. The world is going to keep getting faster. You're going to keep seeing people get rewarded, blow up overnight. This person blow up overnight. This person blow up overnight. But they don't show them disappearing. They don't show them falling off. They don't show them going broke. Grow slowly, and I'm telling you, you'll find peace in it. You do it at your own pace, and you're gonna love it. That's it. That's all I have to say. This is your brother, your cousin, your uncle, your nephew, whoever you want to call me. I'll catch y'all next week. You can do it. I'm telling you, stop this recording and go do what you need to do.